Okay, I want to do this while it's fresh in my head, so I'm going to do it. Make a second part now. Especially, like I said, my girlfriend just left. Ow. Readjust myself a little bit. There we go. I'm a little bit hyped up, so a couple of reasons, but that's some good, some bad. Fuck. Could I not die, please? Thank you. In case anyone can't tell, too, at times I like to have a dry sense of humor. I think I partly adapt that. I admit I really like talked to him briefly a couple times. Big Dip on a Bus. I really like. I met him through Datai's channel. I don't know if Datai still uploads anymore, but I hope he does. If he does, someone needs to fucking tell me what channel he's on, because like I lost total track of him since the. Let's see. He did a Starly run. He did. I know he did a Nidoran run. I don't know what else he did. He did something else. Because I remember Starsky, I remember Dora. I don't fucking remember the other things. He did like 2 more solo runs. God damn it. Datai, Jesus. It makes sense. I don't know what other solo runs you did. Because I know you're one of the ones who inspired Spirit of Steel. I used to talk to him all the time too. And then he just Spear off Phase the Earth. He started freaking playing League all fucking time. Waste of fucking time. Yeah, I don't like that game. I don't like League that much for the record. Sorry to tell you guys. I've heard it steals your soul. Anyway, never mind. So I was talking Mega Medi. So let's talk a little bit. But first, I need to get into this because I did cover it a little bit at the end of the last video. It was called compartmentalizing. Now, it's hard to really delve into this. It's not a good thing to do. If someone does this, it's incredibly likely they're going to have problems emotionally, socially, a myriad of ways. And it's just, oh, God. Yeah, people, and by the way, don't think for 2 seconds I haven't thought of, shit. No one needs to know my major. It doesn't really matter. But the point is, don't everyone think I haven't even thought of changing it. Psychology is what I'm talking right now. I enjoy psychology greatly. I could have done a workup on my last ex who wanted kids by the time we were both 20 years old, which makes total logical sense. Said no one ever. Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm very chipper, I swear. That was a lot of crap. She was, guys, you ever with a girl, if you're 18, you're with a girl who wants kids at 20, get the fuck out of Dodge. Immediately. I don't care what anything she does well, you know. I don't, no. Bounce. Bounce. Just go. Bounce like a freaking Whalmer. Go. And again, they always go back to Datai for a minute, too. Because I remember his Whalmer in his Shiny Gold Extra was named Bouncy. Oh, Datai, what the hell happened to you? I really miss your names. You're just funny in a way. I miss your vids, dude. Oh, my God. Bouncy. I've been thinking about that all night now. Oh, God, it's great. Okay. But then again, like I said, Spirit of Steel, All Eyes on Spirit, he fell off the face of the planet. I made a video about him when I made a video about him, for fuck's sake, when I look like this. Oh, shit. That's going to show my actual school. There we go. No one saw that, I'm sure, right? Okay. Back on like that, but, yeah. The hair was almost a tad, it probably was a tad too long. The glasses, I couldn't stay. That's why people see me with sunglasses now. Those glasses are a thing of the past. So, no. In case anyone's wondering, yes, I was a lot actually skinnier. I was about 185 back then. Now I'm about 210, about a more solidly built than I was back then. But the only thing I didn't mind that much about myself was the hair. It probably could need a little cut off, but really, honestly, I was so miserable back then. I really didn't give a shit. My hair was probably the only thing that was. Actually, the beard too. The beard I couldn't. The hair wasn't that bad, like I said. The glasses I couldn't stand. What else did I just say? I said something else. My physique and what I couldn't take. I was like 185, 190. I was kind of, for my height, I was about 6'1" back then. I was almost twigging away because I was like 185. It wasn't that big for 6'1". It's decent size, but at least now I'm 210. In case anyone's wondering, yes, and a lot of it, in case no one's seen my arms and everything and how I'm built, is muscle. It's not fat. So, but thankfully I have mostly Italian heritage, and I think that's something to do with my looks. Not to say Italians are better looking, but most Italians I run into are pretty good looking, so. But yeah. Plus growing up, and now I think she's, like 30, 35% Italian. So I'll take it. That's a win. As far as I'm concerned. I'm just an idiot. Anyway. Stretching is good for the soul. Kind of. Oh my god. Anyway. Omaisius. Speaking of that, I wonder what happened to him too. Anyone who knows about Omaisius and where he went? Someone please explain what the literal fuck's going on. Apparently my friend meant to send a text to his girlfriend. Okay then. You do that. What the fuck ever. How about, so texting when you're half asleep? Fuck, go to bed like a smart human being. Anyway. Not saying he's not smart, that's called lacking common sense. Anyway. But yeah, compartmentalizing's not good. It's not good, kid and guy. It's not good, you know. Might need to see Mr. Mackey, you might need to go to South Park, Colorado, and see Mr. Mackey. But no, my asinine impressions aside, it's really not good. It basically, like I said in the last video, it basically is like a rung, like on a ladder. Say you tear that out. Okay, envision that for a minute. Envision one part of your life like completely just separate from the others. I'm sorry, guys. Oh boy. This is my girl. Oh. How do I know if you left it here, babe? Ah, she seems to start looking for shit now. Is she nuts? No, thank you. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I'm doing this. But no. So, to be blunt, like I said, it's basically you take away the rung of a ladder. Like, people, they'll do this. They'll put parts of their life in little, like, boxes, little cubes, because they're uncomfortable with something. Like I said, they're afraid of either being judged, they're afraid of other people around them, especially close to them. Think family, whoever. How the fuck you say it? I'm not a grammar Nazi about this kind of stuff. And they might, I don't know about being ashamed of it. I guess it could be applicable to some things. Being ashamed of it, that's another good reason. And they're also sort of afraid, I guess, that it would be better off left to the side. Some people get like that when they're in school, starting college. They get like that. Then they'll immerse themselves in shit so much they don't notice stuff or even feel stuff. Some people, and it's interesting, and I noticed too that this happened with two friends of mine. One who basically tried to drink himself to death, which makes him stupid. Not a good way to kill pain. But I noticed that he was 20 and he was in college and he went off to the military, which is probably smarter, honestly. Because I don't know what happened to him, but I know what happened to him. He's still around alive. His tour of service ended basically. And my other buddy who was gay. So it's like, and that's the thing. It's not just those stereotypical things that might make someone feel shame, so I mean, it's not like, again, my buddy just started college, and my other friend first came out when he went to college. So both of them, it seemed to start. That's what I've noticed. Like, because they'll try and immerse themselves in something else. He got so immersed in drinking and lost in like the college life. My other friend basically, in a sense, lost himself in college. He also lost himself in what's he doing? He was like me. He'd run a lot. But running's good. Running is actually healthy, at least. As long as you're not running like 15, 20 miles a fucking day. That's nuts. If you're running more than maybe 5 or 8 or 7 a day, you're probably doing a little bit something weird. If you're doing much more than that, you're probably a little bit off. Especially if you're doing it every fucking day. You're not giving your body a rest. It's not exactly kind to yourself. And that maybe prove too you're trying to beat yourself up for something. To me. That's always what I've interpreted that as. Because let's be honest here. Anyone who'd say that that's not beating yourself up for something is very weird. How did that text open? That's really weird. My phone is creeping me the fuck out. It's just, okay, that's whatever. For fuck's sake, I don't know if you fucking forgot it. Leave me the fuck alone. God damn it. Okay. Leave that ring around just in case. Anyway. But yeah, it's... And again, not to be stereotypical and say, you know, oh yeah, it only happens to people, you know, who have like drinking or drug problems or who are gay. I'm not going to... People can compartmentalize in a lot of ways. And that, but see, that was the thing with them. And that's what I mean about compartmentalizing. This is exactly what it is. They kept it totally secret and separate from everything else in their lives. Friends, family, everything. If they could avoid mashing the two worlds together, that's what they did. They avoided it like the plague. Which didn't shock me. Because at that point, I had studied enough psychology to even know what it was. I was well aware. I took... My psychology class in high school was more fun than anything. It wasn't really... Honestly, we watched movies more than anything. We watched fucking Castaway and Mean Girls. But my psychology class I took in my first year of college, then my second school that I went to, both of them were a lot more informative, and you learn a lot of stuff. And compartmentalizing was touched on at my first university, and I was very surprised by some of what I heard. It's really bad when people do it. Like, I would get more into who does it, but I don't get any trouble, because I just put like some people pretty high up in this world do it, and yeah, it has rather adverse effects. But no, it's like, it's just, it's hard to explain really, like I've said before. But like, the thing is, oh, that's better. Wow, my back. Sorry guys. It's more just because like they did keep it secret as long as they could. Like I said, my friend kept the fact he was gay secret until he was 20. Maybe was he 21? No, he's 20. Yeah, I think for his parents and for most of his other like close friends. Only me, his brother, and another friend of ours knew it first. And the third friend was like, he found out only when the guy was like, he had just turned 20, I think. Yeah. I mean, his brother found out when, well, I knew for sure, like, when he was 19, he told us, because we're both the same age, and his brother is a year older than both of us. So, yeah. But, at least my girlfriend cleared up a misconception about that. I know I was talking about her being over here earlier. She was, I don't know what her problem was. Whoa. Calm down, honey. Pull the reins in. Relax. Wow. Just because I still hang out with the guy, it's like, okay, you're a little weird. Excuse me for being a good friend. Okay. Yeah, that's overly paranoid. Yeah, I don't know. I'm more inclined to believe she was cheating on me than anything. I don't know what the hell the deal is. Because I don't even know what... think anything like that. It's like, what the fuck? I think it was more of her misdirected paranoia that I'm still interested in my ex, which is a load of bullshit. No fucking way. When hell freezes over. Yeah, right, my brain turns into a freaking snow cone. But yeah, no. Back to this. Compartmentalizing is terrible because like this kid, it cost him a lot of happiness. It cost him a lot of. He basically pushed it all aside. He focused so much on school, on running, on the other thing. God damn it. Oh yeah, and trying to prove to everyone around him he was straight. That was funny. That was. I hate to say that about my friend, but that was comedic. Because I knew at that point, I'm like, he's about as straight as a $3 bill. Mm-hmm. About as. Everything bent in this room. About as straight as this thing if I bend it. Like, oh shit. Oops. If I do that. He's about as straight as that. Okay? So, me and his brother knew we were just like, and then we knew he was alive, so that was more painful than anything. That was painful. It was comedic to watch him try to prove it. Like I said, he dated a girl for a while. It was just like, probably about 7-8 months. It was like, dude, we know. Like, he was doing it. Again, I've said this before. It was the shame, the stigma associated with it, and the fact he was like, he almost, I don't know if he thought his parents would disown him. I don't think he thought that extreme of a sense of it, but I knew he felt some sort of like dread inside, some sort of like foreboding, if you will. He felt some real sort of sense of just bad, some ominous vibe, you know. He felt some of that crap, and that really, I mean, I felt for him, but at the same time, it was a comedy of errors. It was a matter of time, for the floodgates open, and I knew it. And I don't mean tears, I mean just the floodgates of truth. You can't, people can only bury stuff inside for so long. Like you can't, it'll eventually just go like Vesuvius, like make a camera up. But no. That's gonna be my fucking Pokemon joke. Oh god. Okay. But yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, and just like my other bud, the only ones who knew about it. Well, actually, wait, was that the point his brother basically disappeared? That was the point. Wait. No, that was the year before his brother disappeared. His brother knew about it. His brother and me and a few other friends tried to get my buddy who was drinking to stop, and at that point, when they're so addicted to it, again, alcoholism is a disease. He just didn't fucking listen. He didn't want to fucking know. He was like, no. Okay. So, like I said, he ended up going military. He ended up coming back a lot better. I know that's another stereotype. That is as much of a stereotype, just like saying, you know, that, you know, only those people, you know, who are like have drinking and drug problems and are gay compartmentalize, which is a load of shit. That's about as stereotypical to say as like as every rocker wears like ripped jeans or every gay guy has a lisp. Like that's both of those are such loads of shit. I love when people just like people who judge like that. Oh, get the fuck out of my sight, please. That is just no. Just go, please. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's like, really? Anyway. It's just funny. As people can tell, I'm getting a kick out of this. But yeah, so, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. And whatever people do compartmentalize, again, it's bad, and it can wear on someone mentally too. It can, no matter what they think, it wears. It'll draw you away from stuff you love. It may even make you over-attached to those who are totally close to you, who you may be afraid to lose if you tell them, because you may say, hey, you know, I have them. I'm not going to mess anything up. I'm not going to say anything stupid. I'm not going to sing out of turn. I'm not going to say shit. I'm not going to tell them this, that, the other thing. But in reality, when it's eating you alive, what the fuck's the point of that? I don't think there is, personally. People can disagree all they fucking want with me. I don't think there's a point to it, and I still hate my hair this short, honestly. But there literally isn't. It's not, and no one confuse it with internalizing. They're not the same freaking thing. Internalizing, you literally shove everything down. Compartmentalizing, you can get to the point where you are incapable of feeling emotion, which isn't good. Internalizing, you can probably still feel things. Like feel empathy, feel whatever. You just shove the emotions down. If you become a compartmentalizing dumbass, quite frankly, because that's what compartmentalizers are, they're idiots in my opinion. If you don't know how to deal with shit other than that by shoving it to one side and having all of it. That's just people might say I like to focus on one thing at a time. That's the classic excuse for people who do this shit. No. I'd be like, oh, then why don't you ever have time for the other thing? They're like, always a stuttering, and I love it. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, you don't have a coherent answer for me? That shuts them up pretty fast. Even stops stammering, which is good. That's annoying. Yeah. So, don't confuse. No one confuse the two, because they are far from the same. Far from it. With compartmentalization, you can eventually get to the point where you do not want to feel something so much for someone, something, or for whatever, maybe something you're afraid of something, whatever. You get to a certain point, like I said, where you're just like, nothing even bothers you. Like nothing, it's almost like you seem like you can, really. You seem like you can ignore. You feel like you can just ignore everything because you basically shoved it so deep inside. But eventually, like I said, it wells up, and that's the problem. And that's why compartmentalizing and internalizing never work. But what I find really funny is that, like I said, these two, they paid the price nearly for it. One of them by basically barely being able to face his own parents. The other one, because but eventually he knew, and he did it, which was good of him. And like I said, my other bud but he's a lot better, which is good, because if he wasn't married and all that shit now, which is good for him. But whatever. Not the guy, not the gay dude. That's not. No, not yet. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what his plans are. But point is, this other guy is to his wife. So that's good. Anyway, that's about it. So yeah, like it's hard to put into words because I could literally go on about this for like 40 minutes. It's basically like you shove a part of your life to the side because you're afraid of it. I'll summarize it. This is the end of the video, basically. I'll summarize like this. You shove a part of your life so far to the side because you don't want to deal with it, and you put so many other things to the forefront, particularly family stuff, school stuff, whatever. And I will concede the point, the majority of people, and this is not as much of a stereotype as I've had on before, a lot of guys who are sexually confused, sexually frustrated do this, even some girls who are do it. More guys, though. I've noticed this. They tend to. That's a thing. Admittedly, the ones who do drink sometimes do it too. Drug users, not necessarily. Drinking, I don't have a problem. No, I'm in total control of my life, which is a load of bullshit. And the other ones who do it, there's one there, I forget. But the point is, there are three types who do it, and honestly, I was sort of leading people on a little bit earlier that those, it's not as much of a stereotype. But stereotype that all rockers wear jeans and all gay guys have a lisp, yeah, that's a load of shit. If anyone believes that still, go back to, I don't know what decade, the 80s, the 70s, I have no fucking idea where you belong, but you probably don't belong in this era where we're a little more open-minded. Not hopefully as bigoted. But yeah, guys, so, I don't know. That was sort of my 2 cents. And Amelia, me and my girlfriend talking about this tonight, with compartmentalizing, hence why I brought it up. We were talking a little bit about that. We get into stuff like that. She is, I believe she's minoring in psychology, which is cool. So, pretty awesome. So, pretty sweet. But yeah, guys. So, next video, whenever it comes out, will be probably in a few days. I'm hoping. I don't know. I have a physics report to do, so. It will be about Mega Medicham. And yeah, this is MD865, guys, and I hope you enjoyed. I'm out of here.